Hi guys, hope everyone's doing good today. My name is Dalton Harbaugh with Amavi Properties, and today I wanted to do something special. This is a past client of mine, Emmanuel Centeno, and what we're going to do is talk a little bit about locating a home for him. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, why did you choose me to be a realtor?
I like to say we've obviously known each other for quite some time now, but overall we've interviewed a couple real estate agents in the past, but Dalton by far stuck out to most the best. We were looking up some Yelp reviews about yourself and other real estate agents we're willing to work with, but we didn't have a reason not to work with you. You had nothing but great reviews already being said, and we were quick to find out that he was able to help us with any or our questions we had 24/7. Like, we would ask him anything in the middle of the night if it was something we were concerned about, and he would be able to reply to us very swiftly. So that was by far the best. You're willing to put their desires over yours, and this stuck out to us the most because we were quick to find out a lot of real estate agents were not willing to work with us if the home of our dreams was not one of their listings, and he was willing to put all that aside and put our desires in front, which was particularly one of the main reasons why we chose Dalton to work with us.
Awesome. Okay, so the second question that I wanted to ask you is a pretty important one that a lot of clients have issues with from time to time, and that is linking you up with a mortgage broker to help you get your loan. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what that process was like helping you get your loan?
Sure. So basically coming down to what we were saying initially, Dalton was able to assist us with finding a mortgage broker, someone who's already worked with in the past, someone he's already trusted, and by that point we already had trusted Dalton, so we really wanted to work with someone that would be able to work like Dalton, and everything was straightforward, laid out. We have all of our documents and everything was explained to us thoroughly, so it was great.
Okay, so the next question I wanted to ask you, Emmanuel, was for you to tell me a little bit about how the process went for us locating your perfect home, since after all, that's the most important part of the whole deal, is finding the perfect home. So why don't you tell me a little bit about that, and then also, once we located it, tell me a little bit about how escrow went for us.
Sure. So initially we told Dalton what kind of home we were looking for, what area, how much of that square feet, and all that good stuff.
And what area was that?
It was in the city of Anaheim. Dalton was able to find us a search listing with all the possibility of homes we would like the next day, and we were able to find a couple that really caught our attention, but one in particular that we really wanted. Actually, however, that house was actually occupied at the time, but Dalton was able to tell us that he'd be able to find a way to get us that home, because that is a home we wanted, and sure enough, he did it, and I never really heard of that actually being a thing. I mean, they were able to give us the home that wasn't even for sale. So if that doesn't
wasn't easy, by the way.
No, I can only imagine. So if that doesn't have a lot to say, I don't know what does, but like I said, Dalton is willing to put his customers' needs in front of his. I really appreciate that, Dalton.
Yeah, cool. All right. And pretty much wrapping this up, the last question I wanted to ask was, would you recommend me to friends and family, and why?
Of course. Well, like I said, I've only had nothing but positive things to say about Dalton, and I don't have anything negative to say. Just how I've explained myself today and how this experience was extremely positive, and I would love to work with him again. If I were to sell my house or willing to buy another home, I'd pass that experience on to my family and friends, which I've already have. If they were to buy a house, if anything that matter, or sell their home, they're coming directly to Dalton because they know what kind of experience we had with them, and they want to have the same. Overall, 5 stars, Dalton. Very impressed. Thank you again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
So that pretty much concludes our interview today. You heard it from Emmanuel. This is pretty much how the process went. There's a lot of ups and downs in selecting a home, especially if you're a first-time home buyer like Emmanuel was. And in our particular case, like he mentioned, he wanted to buy a home that wasn't for sale. So you got to be able to go out there and knock on doors, ask people to sell their home, and you do whatever you got to do to make your clients happy. So I'm very fortunate and grateful that Emmanuel came to me with his full trust, and well, you heard it from his mouth. It all went great. So hopefully you'll give me a chance to represent you, and hopefully you can tell your story to everyone out there someday as well. So if you guys have any questions, contact me at 714-727-5659, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks. Bye.